Welcome to Newbeing Queen Talk Show, where we share our truths, tell our stories, and discuss our journey while inspiring others to be who God has called them to be, unapologetically. Allow us to introduce the amazing host, Queen Yolanda Mitchell. Welcome. Welcome to Newbeing Queen Talk Show. I am so excited to have you all here on tonight. Y'all make sure that y'all share this live on tonight. It's going to be good, queens. I'm so excited about what these kings are going to be sharing on tonight. So y'all go ahead and start sharing this video. I know it's a lot going on this Friday night, but let me tell you something. These kings got some information for us that's really going to make things a little bit more open for us and help us to understand, why do men cheat? Y'all know we all have questions that we ask all the time. Am I not good enough? And why would he cheat on me? You know, things like that. So tonight we have some handsome kings that's going to come forth. They're going to be transparent and honest. Listen, I got my water here. We're just going to kick back and relax and just have us some good old fun. So I have King Ricky Nelson. I have King Isaac Ortori and King Carlton Clarity that is going to come forth. And y'all know how we do it on Newbeing Queen Talk Show. We always have you all to comment yes, and yes. So we need you all to comment. So don't come here talking about being shy. None of that. We're not having that on tonight. We need you all to be transparent and honest with us. And then also, I do want to tell you all, I've had some beautiful queens in my life that helped me come up with the topic and the title of this show. I know they don't want to be seen. They don't want to be heard. They don't want nobody to say anything about it, but I got to talk about it. So Queen Tiffany McCullough and Queen Keisha Robinson, they were the one that helped me come up with this topic, you all. So listen, we got to bring this thing out because they are the ones that have really helped me. They say, hey, Queen, we have a topic on tonight. We have a topic we would like for you to share. And I said, oh, that's going to be spicy. That's going to be good. So I need you all to share this video. Go ahead and share it on your live, share it on your Facebook page. Hey, queens. Hey, there they are. Both of them. Y'all go ahead and share with your family and friends. Get them on, send in a messenger, text some people, tell them it is time to come on and get this information on tonight. Why do men cheat? These kings are ready, y'all. I'm so excited to introduce them. So I'm going to introduce the first king, and he's going to talk. He's going to tell you who he is, what he do, and things like that. So I'm going to introduce the first king is King Ricky Nelson. I'm going to bring him up. Hey, King, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I sure can.
How is everybody doing?
Yeah, wonderful. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have you on tonight because I think you're one of the first ones that I really, talked to and things like that. And I was like, oh, this thing gonna be so good. So can you tell us a little bit more about yourself, like what you do and things like that?
Oh, well, I'm a minister of the gospel or whatnot. I work at Southwest Airlines, and I'm just here to just be transparent. I'm kind of a learner. I like to learn, and I like to give out information and whatnot. So you came up with the topic, and I said, well, I know something about that.
I know that's right.
I could give them some insight.
Mm-hmm. So
the male perspective.
From a male perspective, I know that's right. So I'm excited about it. And I know there's so much information that you had to share with me. And I was like, oh, we need to get some of that. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring the next king up. We're going to have, I'm going to bring you back down. Hold on one second. King Isaac, how are you?
Hello. Good morning from Nigeria.
He said, good morning, y'all from Nigeria. Okay. So what time is it there in Nigeria?
Yes, it's about 22 minutes to 2 a.m.
2 minutes to 2 a.m.?
22 minutes to 2 a.m.
22 minutes to 2 a.m. Y'all, we are in Nigeria. Hey, y'all in Nigeria. So, King, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Oh, thank you so much. First and foremost, before I introduce myself, let me just appreciate you, Queen Yolanda Mitchell, for the good work you are doing. Thank you for your excellence, and thank you for uh, giving us this platform. And uh, I believe I shouldn't take that for granted. Coming to my personality, by the grace of God, I'm a minister of the gospel. I'm an apostle. In terms of my calling, I'm a trained management consultant. And by the grace of God, I'm a life coach in the area of leadership and relationship. Thank you so much for the privilege.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am so excited about it. So if y'all have not shared, y'all let me see here. If y'all have not shared, y'all go ahead and share right now. Let's go ahead and get some more people to come into the room. I'm waiting for. I have one more kings, and we're gonna bring all the kings up. And hello, Queen Ernestine. Y'all go ahead and share this video on your Facebook page, if you will. Queen Takeo, hey, prophetess, how are you, woman of God? Queen Tiffany, yes, yes, and yes. Good morning. She said, good morning. My God, that's a good number. Yes, yes, yes. Amen. So I'm excited. I'm excited about tonight. I'm waiting for my other king to come forth, and I'm gonna ask the questions. I just gotta be honest. So let me go to the first question that we have. And you can just be as honest as possible. So why do men cheat when they have a good woman? Like, why do they cheat? They have a good woman. Let me bring my other king up so he can sit right. He can be right here with you. So King Isaac, why do men cheat and they have a good woman? Like, she cook and clean. She's there for them, support them. I mean, she's not going anywhere, and they know it. Like, what's the issue? Like, what would be your answer to that? Why would they cheat? They have a good woman.
Well, thank you so much. The question looks very tricky, but I'll try to see how I can go about it. Why would a man cheat when he has a good woman? It depends on what you define as being good, because being good has, I mean, somebody, you've had situations whereby somebody said this person is a good person, and to another person is bad. I mean, the person is bad to another person. So does the person meet up your expectation? If the person meets up your expectation, then the person is good, because expectation is like a plan. I don't know how I'm going to make it, break it down now. For example, what is doing house chores, is that what it means to be good? For me personally, I feel that being good means respect. But to another person, it could be house chores. To another person, it could be intimacy. So what we call good is not generic, it's relative.
Okay. Well, it's okay.
Yes. So, but I mean, if you want me to say more, there are two concepts. Why do men cheat? I mean, having good. The first thing is, who is a man? Who is a man? We need to understand the concept. Then we need to understand the concept of cheating. A man is an adult. A man is a male adult with a distinct sex organ. I'm sorry, I don't know if we can be blunt here, because these days we have people with different orientation because of sociological perspective. But from Christian perspective, you can't just wake up and you say, "Oh, from now this is my orientation. This is who I think I am." So that is the definition of a man. And a real man, because we have men, we have real men, is somebody who is able to take his responsibilities. Responsibilities is what make a man, not his manhood.
Ooh.
So that is that concept. Then when you come to the concept of cheating, now, cheating has to do with dishonesty. taking what is not yours. We could see that David cheated in the Bible. We could see that Jacob cheated his uncle Laban in the Bible. So taking what is not yours or attaching to yourself to what does not belong to you is cheating. So there are many reasons. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm taking too much time. There are some reasons that I outlined here, but because we also have God's servants in the house, God's servant Ricky Nelson and God's servant Carlton, I think I should take a break for God's servants to also illuminate. Then I will just give some of the highlights of why I think men cheat, because the question is a diagnostic question that needs a therapeutic answer. Why do men cheat? We are trying to probe something, and that is diagnostic.
You say y'all are trying to prove something?
To probe.
Probe.
Yes.
Okay, what do you mean about y'all trying to probe something? Am I missing something here? What do you mean?
Yes, what I'm saying is the topic says, why do men cheat? Why do men cheat? Why do men cheat is a diagnosis. It's a diagnostic question that needs a therapeutic answer. So, and it's going to go in stages. So I just rest my case for now. For God's
Okay. Listen, when you said probe, okay, my mind went somewhere. So yeah, I'm gonna let you rest your case right there. King Rick, he's still cheesing from India because he know King, you okay? I'm waiting for your comment.
Nah. When you said probe, I knew where that went. So it is what it is. But your question is why do the first question was what? Why do men cheat? Why do men cheat on good women?
Yes.
Well, sometimes good women have bad men. Like that's one reason. Another reason can be simply because that man is unsatisfied with something. It could be something within himself, but he still wants to find something else. It could have nothing to do with the woman. The woman does not make a man cheat. A man cheats because he wants to. A man cheats because he feels the need to do what he wants to do. Because the woman does not control the man. The man controls himself. If he wants to call himself a man. But now, are there things that can make a man feel unhappy, unwanted, unneeded, that lead to that man instead of breaking off the relationship cheating? Sure. But that's still not on the woman, that's on the man.
Right. Because if all else fail, if he's with the woman he is not pleased with and he don't want to be with her, instead of him just stringing her along and giving her his life, he can just let her go and go be with whoever he wants to be. But it has to be in you, because I had this thing when I was growing up, and I'm just finding this thing out too, that my perspective was, what did I do so bad? What did I do wrong? For him to go and cheat. And I thought that I was doing something wrong. Like, because I've had people to say, and it was women, if you would have given him time, some attention, if you would have cooked and cleaned for him, gave him sex, if you would have been nice to him, he wouldn't have cheated. And I was like, oh my goodness, I blame myself. But then I had to realize that what's in you is going to come out of you. So you can be Beyonce, you can be Halle Berry, you can be Janet Jackson, you can be all these, have money, beauty, fame, success. You can and they will still cheat.
Yes.
So why would they cheat when they have all that going on? Is because it's in them, and they have no self-control or whatever. But that's why we're asking the experts, which is y'all men. So it helped relieve me, so I don't feel like what do I have to do to build up my confidence and my self-esteem, because my self-esteem went low. It went down because I said, is it my size? Is it my weight? Is it, I started examining myself. I started breaking me down, trying to figure out what was so bad with me that men that I was getting. But you said maybe my choice in men. I'm just saying for me.
Well, I know, and I'll let the other gentlemen speak. But I know from, perspective, we like to look within. A lot of women like to look within and say, okay, what did I do wrong? Because you can control something you're doing. If it's on the other person, then you have no power there. So it's going to be frustrating to you. So you put it on yourself. What did I do wrong? But really, it's up to that individual to choose what they're going to choose. Now, are there, like I said before, are there things that will make a man, that could put a man in a position to more likely cheat? Sure. But that is still up to that man. It's still up to that individual to make those choices, because women have that same ability. Women have that same exact ability, and you cannot call yourself or say that you can say that you're a man, because you can say it, but if you have no self-control or whatnot, then that's still on you. That's still something that happens because of you. You can't blame the woman to why she did what she did. You're in control. Now, if a man has skin in the game, what I call, as in there's financial benefit to being with that woman, there's security with that woman, there's different attributes that woman has that make him want to stay. Yeah, that man can stay and still cheat because he's still looking for other stuff outside of that. But that's still on him. He's not gonna leave her, because why would I leave? I need you. Where I'm gonna stay? I'm gonna stay. What I'm gonna do? And I need you, and I love you. But I just have this itch that needs to be scratched. But that's how some men think. That's the real of it.
Wow. King Carlton, what do you think? Now, why do kings cheat and they have a good woman? Unmute your mic.
I agree totally with King Rick. It's really it's on the man with whatever he does, and it's on the man with whatever he chooses. When you say you got a good woman, if you got a good woman, it's what he sees in her. If she's a good woman, if he got that other thing in him, that he finds some type of excuse in his own mind of running somewhere else and going somewhere else. Once you make it up in your mind, it builds from the mind first. Once you build it in your mind, you always add the bricks. I'm always add what my good woman ain't doing. She a good woman, but she ain't doing this. I was actually told by my grandma, God rest her soul, one time say that when you say something like, "Oh man, I got me a real good woman," but once you put the "but" in front of it, you cancel out everything before whatever you said, because I can tell you that's a nice dress, but it need to be took up a little bit. So it's not really a nice dress because it still need to be took up a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? So when you start making it builds from the mind, and it also comes from the spirit. It can come from people that you around yourself, that you want to be around. Let's just call it what it is. If a married man or a man quote unquote is in a relationship and he's around his brothers that don't claim to be in one, then he have to know how far he have to go, because those spirits are still floating. Even if they're not saying, "Hey man, come on, do this, do that," the spirit is still there, because it's in your own mind. So it's created by yourself. So most the thing about it, if a man cheated, he's got a good woman. Tell me cheat if you got anybody anyway. But if it's when you say a good woman, he done built something in his own mind, and just put it into fruition of the physical action of going forward with it. That's just simple facts. Now, if you want to make excuses on a humanistic way and say she ain't cooking, or she ain't doing it how you want it done, or she ain't fun, whatever. But you have to say you what was fun about her to make you want to be with her in the first place. So it's just like you say, it's from your own mind. It's what you build in your own mind.
So let me ask you this: around what age do men just say, "I'm just ready to just throw in it. I'm just ready to just give up that that cheating life or whatever? Like, is there a certain age? King, talk to me. King Ricky, talk to me. Like, what is there a certain age? Like,
there's no age on sin. If you can sin, and there's no age on. That's a mentality. If a person feels that they can have more and they want more and more and more, that's like asking what age does a person not want to be rich? It's on that individual. If that individual is not satisfied, nothing, no age, no nothing will satisfy them. Now circumstances of the age, like I'm on dialysis now. So if I cheat on her, she ain't gonna help me with my dialysis. I'm gonna die. Yeah, the cheating's gonna stop real quick. Oh, I can't get out the house. I can't get to, nobody wants me. Yeah, the cheating gonna stop real quick. But if there's opportunity, and this is one thing I wrote down, that there's a, give me 1 second. This is what it is. It's a few things that lead to cheating: opportunity, access, frustration, temptation. If you talk about opportunity, does he have time and the place or the resources to cheat? If you talk about access, how many available willing participants does the man have? Frustration, is he being denied intimacy or affection at home? Temptation, how hard or how often are women throwing themselves at him? All these factors lead to a man cheating, but that man has to already want to cheat though.
Right.
Right.
So because it's about opportunity. Once you want to do something and that opportunity presents itself, you're going to do it. That's like taking a child in a store and saying, don't steal. If that child wants to steal and that opportunity presents itself, the child's going to steal. But if that child doesn't want to steal, it can be stuff all around. The child not going to steal.
Right.
So a cheating man that's a spirit. That's in the heart. That's in the mind. That's something that they want to do. That's a mentality. That's a mentality of I want. So you'll never be satisfied, because you'll go out to different women and you'll find this in this woman, this in that woman, that in that woman, and you'll never be satisfied because you'll never find all those things in one woman. So now you're just out here looking for this woman that doesn't exist. So you're going to keep cheating.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so next question. King Isaac, I'm going to ask you, why get married if you're going to cheat, or even get in a relationship for that matter? I'm just saying. King Isaac, y'all kings be tripping me out. Y'all just break out laughing when I be asking these questions. Like, I'm not asking the wrong. Are these questions wrong, King Isaac? I'm waiting on you, because these kings, they just tripping me out with this laughing and stuff. I don't know. This is what we want to know.
Okay.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, why marry if you are going to cheat? I think one of the reasons for why some men marry is to avoid cheating. Because Bible says that it is better to marry than to burn. It is better to marry than to burn. So since there are many temptations around in the offices, flashes here, and when I mean flashes, somebody is flashing you her butt, somebody is flashing you her boobs here and there. So sometimes when people want to overcome this, apart from fulfilling purpose in marriage, they try to get married so that they can avoid such temptation.
Okay, let me put that out there. Okay, so were you finished, King?
Sorry, I'm not hearing you clearly.
Okay, can the rest of y'all hear me?
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. Can you just re-echo what you said previously?
I was asking the question, why get married if you're going to cheat, or even get in a relationship for that matter?
Yes. Another thing is this. I feel some cheating may not be premeditated. Some cheatings are not premeditated. I don't want to believe every man who cheats wanted to cheat. I'm not going to really, yes. Some are accidental. Some are situational. And just like the man of God just mentioned, there are reasons why people cheat. Number one, lack of values. What kind of family do you grow up from? Lack of values. What are the things? Do you hold truthfulness, honesty, fairness? It has a lot of impact on what kind of man the person eventually becomes in life. Number two is lack of self-control. And I always say it in my meetings that once you have mastered self-control, you have mastered everything. Once you have mastered self-control, you've mastered everything. Another thing is unmet expectation from a partner. Sometimes I know this is a Christian hub and we want to be spiritual, but when you sit down with people, I'll give you an example. I was working with an organization, and it's a religious organization, and the man had been having issues with his wife. Sorry, let me take this case study so that we can. And several times they tried to settle them, on one issue or the other. So the settlement proved abortive. So one of these days, the issue came to my mentor, and this woman came to my office. I'm saying this before God. For 3 days, her body odor was still current in my office.
What happened? Her body?
Yes, her body odor.
Oh, her body odor.
Yes, for 3 days.
Her perfume?
Not perfume. I'm talking of what was coming out. I think the man of God is laughing already. She had a very foul smell. And you see, some people don't want to change. If the husband has been warning her about that habit, her hygiene, how to put herself together, good grooming, and she doesn't do that, and he gets to an environment whereby a lady is well perfumed. You see, we need to learn from is it the strange woman now in the Bible? We need to learn. There are principles to learn from them. So we don't just come and say, it's innate for him. I mean, any man that wants to cheat, that is the A part of it. But there are variables, there are factors that could lead to that. So this woman who doesn't take care of herself, and this man knows that he's a Christian, we cannot divorce her. Or I don't know the concept in North America, but in Nigeria, in the country where I am, divorce is, I don't know how I'm going to put it now. It's like a stigma here.
Taboo.
It's a taboo here. Thank you very much. In fact, once you are a divorcee here, you are being treated as they treat those who are leprous. So there are many factors like that. There are factors, unavailability of the partner when the partner is needed. Are you available? Do you give the relationship the maximum attention? Mike Murdoch says that the price of relationship is time. Dr. Mike Murdoch said that the price of relationship. Many people have befriended their phone at the expense of their spouse. And like I said, cheating can be physical, it can be virtual, it can be spiritual. It can be physical, so there is physical cheating and there's electronic cheating. That is where you hear of phone sex, you hear of all kinds of this thing. Some people also cheat because of adventure. That is where you hear the issue of all these threesome. They just want to know what is it all about? Some people cheat because of sexual harassment from superiors in the office. I don't know how it is in North America, but in Nigeria, there are some people who are being harassed by their boss. Even on campuses, your lecturer will harass you, and if you don't give in, he can give you a carryover that will make you to come and repeat a semester or a session.
Do you consider that cheating or rape? Because that sounds like sexual assault to me.
Yes, well, we are talking of cheating generally. I mean, I'm just going on the generic now. I'm going on the generic, how it applies to my environment, and probably it can also, I mean, sorry, on the specifics, how it applies to my environment. Another reason why people cheat is bad habits, bad habits, bad habits. You see, we are human. Like I said, the best of man is still a man. That is why the best, let me repeat that statement. The best of man is still a man. The best of man is still a man. And this is not excuses for, you see, there is a man of God in, let me use a man of God here in Nigeria who had an issue where he cheated with his secretary. His wife was not always available for him. So the question is, if you don't love sex, why did you marry? Because it happens here in Nigeria. You see people say, I just want to be speaking in tongues. I just want to be doing this. They don't have time for romance, but they have time to go and pray for 6 hours, for 9 hours, not knowing that their marriage is their first ministry. And as married people, we need to know that our marriage is our first ministry. Apart from the salvation of our soul, apart from our relationship with God, the next thing in our lives as married people is our marriage. So most times, these are the reasons. These are because I feel these things are happening. That is why we want to discuss while they are happening. And that was why I was speaking on the diagnostic. If we're able to diagnose this, then we'll be able to apply the right therapy, both spiritually, both psychologically. That is why you have people studying family therapy course, because it has become a problem. So I think for now, I've said so much, and let me just hang on here. And
I have another question for King Carlton. That was good, because you were pointing out different things as to, like you were saying, the woman who was not clean and things like that. That is a turnoff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a major turnoff for a man if she don't know, But that's why, that's good. Yeah, because I don't know if anybody gonna want that if it has a smell. Like, don't you smell that? But okay. But thank you for sharing that. So, King Carlton, how would you feel if your wife or lady cheated, and would you stay?
Oh.
I'm just,
Wow. I could tell you this. It's not a good feeling. I don't felt it. And then the staying part, that's on what you feel in your heart, or maybe, as a man, what you feel in your heart. Maybe you might have done to contribute to that, because sometimes it's like I said, you put it in their minds. Sometimes, and as being a man, I've been married twice, so I'm just going on my experience. I don't know how other men feel on this, but as being a man, I'm gonna look at what I did first, because I'm not gonna make a move just on what you've done. I learned a long time ago not to make moves on actions just so fast. You got to realize what made the action become that way, because it starts in the mind, starts in the spirit. And if I married a woman and called her cheating after we got married, 9 times out of 10 she was cheating before we got married. That's the same thing with a man. I'm just being, because if a lot of times people, I'm gonna answer the question on why people get married. I know the brothers from Nigeria, but in America, everything is a business. And I'm just being honest. Everything is a business now. Even when we try to act like it's not, It's a business. Even marriage has become a business. People have gotten married to further their careers. You see what I'm saying? So we forgot about the morals of what marriage was really for. We forgot about what marriage was put in place for. And I ain't gonna say we forgot about it, because we ain't forgot about nothing. We push it to the side because it ain't working for us right now. So when some people get married because marriage will work for them right then. Especially if they're gonna cheat. Because if you get married and know you're gonna cheat, you only get married because it's working for you in another atmosphere. You see, so we have to really look at what it really is. And just to say, you know, as a man, men can get married off pressure. And what I mean by that is this. So I see Brother Rick, I see he's sitting here.
She's nagging on. Nagging on to get married.
The reason why I said it is this. If that man is living an entertainment life and it calls for him to go further and he wants to go further in entertainment, that's pressure. Regardless if you want to say it is or not. And if anybody want to believe that a man don't get pressure, he does. Because he's not God. He's created by God. God even said that we're going to have these things, but we have a choice. And if that pressure leans too much towards that bad choice, he going to do it just like she going to do it. Same way with Adam and Eve, when you say they ate from the fruit. It don't matter who ate first, it just have to, sooner or later, everybody agreed that we just don't do it. Either way it goes, you might not think it's pressure, but it is. Just like selling your soul. If you decide to do something to go against your morals for whatever dollar amount or for whatever you get, that's selling your soul. We try to put measurements on stuff. There's no measurement on sin. It's on the sin. But you can be put in your own mind pressure to do something because you want to go somewhere so bad that I'll make this wrong turn to get there.
Wow. Let me ask you something, because I've been told this. Do you think that when the woman cheat is the same as the man cheating? Like, do you think it's a little bit more to it going on when a woman cheats than a man? I see y'all, King Isaac. I see you smiling. So, do you think that it's more to, like, it's more emotional, or her finding someone that giving her attention, conversation, giving her something she's not getting at home, and then now she's out? No. Okay, help me out. Somebody speak up. Somebody say something. I see y'all head moving.
I would say.
Go ahead.
The reason why I'm gonna speak up, because the thing about it is this: we was all given the same thing. We actually was all given the same thing by God. When a woman's cheat, it's the same as when a man cheat. If your spirit is, there's no measurements on it. There's no level to it. When you see the woman with the justice with that, that's just something they want you to believe. That's not in God's world. In God's world, it's real. And what's real is this: if a woman cheat, she just is worse off as a man cheat. I don't care if you have been cheating 8-9 times before you ever cheat the first time. You should have left and did what you're supposed to do then. But you decided to stay and say, I'm going to get you back. So now you planted that seed. So that's in your spirit too. That's the same level. It's the same level. It's no different level. That's what we got to stop doing as men and women. We got to stop putting our stuff on different levels because we are different sex. We are a different sex, but God gave us the same godly spirit to build ourselves the way we should be built, in the way that He wants us built. So if that's the same, I truly feel like that. That's the same. That's the same level. If she cheats,
go ahead.
It's the same.
Well, I feel like men and women may cheat for different reasons. As in, some women may cheat more for emotion. Some men may cheat more for lust. It's both lust, but it's different avenues of how they do it. I think it comes from the same place. It comes from non-fulfillment. Now, if a lot of things with a man is physical. A woman, sometimes some women, because some women, they need physical. But some women, more than men, are less physical and more emotional or whatnot. But even with men, the emotion matters, because some men have literal, like what they call side chicks, because they fulfill that thing that they don't get from their wife, or they fulfill, and it ain't just sexual. It could be just encouragement. It could be, oh, she don't bother me when I'm playing the game, or it could be all type of reasons. It could be all type of reasons. You're receiving something that someone is not fulfilling somewhere else, and you want more. That's really how I see it. And then for a woman, it's similar.
Okay, I have another question here. So let me get ready to bring it up. So, because this is good. This is good. I'm telling you, because we have this thing that women like King Carlton would say, just get out of the relationship. If you're with a man and he's cheating, why stay there? Why stay there just so you can try to get back at him, when you can just literally just get out of the relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just leave, and things like that, because it's still it's a sin. Now you're just as bad off as he is. But I have this question. Do you believe how men feel about themselves contribute to their lack of commitment and need for variety of women? That's what I mean, of women. So if they have low self-esteem, or they're trying to prove something to themselves, or do you think that makes a man want to go out there and cheat, like he's trying to prove something, like he's a man or macho? So where
okay. Well,
that's what I'm thinking that this question is. Okay, because I'm telling you, my queens came up with this question, and I agree with and I was like, okay, I know what that means. So do you think that how he feels about himself can contribute to his lack of commitment? And
are you saying his self-esteem? You saying his self-esteem, his lack of self-esteem contributes to him cheating on his? Okay,
or his confidence, like he's missing something. And so instead of him filling it with the word of God and getting to know the Lord, but he's trying to fill it with women, feeling, wanting to fill that space, that void. So he just looking for
there are men that serially cheat, that look at women as conquest, and that the more women they have, the better they feel about themselves. They have an addiction to women, but it's really about those men. It's really about the conquest. It's really about getting a new woman. It's really the conquest. It's not really that it's really, can I get her? Like, can I get the chase? The chase is what those type of dudes look at and say, okay, yeah, because they'll tell you anything. I knew a dude. And I knew a lot of dudes. I knew a dude went and told a woman, asked him, she was like, "What's your religion?" I'm atheist. I don't believe in God. And instead of him saying, "No, I'm firm in the word of God," he was like, "Well, me too." So he could get in her pants. Like, yes. So when that lust comes in, and when it's a certain type of dude, no, they don't care. Whatever it takes to get what they want, that's what they're gonna do. And a lot of women look at this and say, "Oh, that's crazy." But a lot of women do it when it comes to money. When it comes to getting certain money, they gonna do whatever they gotta do to be taken care of in a certain type of way. And that man, that's how he feels. He feels like whatever it takes. And then after he gets what they call I'll call it, they call it something else, but I don't want to say nothing too vulgar. But after he does it or whatnot, he gets some clarity. It's like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have did that. But once he gets horny again, oh no, he back on the prowl. Next, whoever, whatever it takes. Yeah. And yeah. Some
King
dudes
Isaac,
like
King Isaac, that's thing you look at like, yeah, like do you have anything you want to comment? You want to share what he just said? Like,
no. I'm just affirming what he's saying.
I can tell you when you say, oh yeah, I seen that look. Now y'all can jump in at any time, because like y'all are really teaching us women, because we don't know the thoughts of man. We don't know. Okay, once he's chasing her, like. Does he feel like when he chased her and he finally gets her, he feel like he's accomplished something?
Yes, it's a conquest. I know a dude. I'll give you another situation. There are dudes that a woman says a 3-month rule or year rule, or I'm not having sex till marriage, or whatever she say. There are dudes that take that as a challenge. They say, "Oh yeah, okay," and once they get it, they don't have any interest in her anymore because they don't believe her now. Now they look at her like, you said a year, and it only took 6 days. Nah, I'm done with you. I don't. Because to them it's lust. It's fulfilling a sexual need to them. It's not how women are looking. And I'm not saying all men. This ain't all men, but there are men out there like that. There are men out there like that. Their sexual desire takes precedent over a lot of stuff. Like if you and that's why women have to be careful with advances of certain men and stuff like that, because they really think, oh, this man is my friend. This man is he your friend until you find out he can't sleep with you. Then nah. And nah, it's not. You're not gonna get those phone calls anymore. Those good mornings and those. You're not gonna get all that stuff. I recently talked with somebody. He was saying that he was talking to a woman. They decided that they were going to be platonic, or just friends, like really friends, no sexual, no nothing, platonic. And so she complains about him not calling her how he used to, and I'm like, why would he call you like he used to? It's like, well, what's the difference? He's not going to keep calling you. No, there's no reason for him to do that. He's not getting what he wants anymore. Why would he do that? That's just like a man. That's just like a woman wanting a friend from a man, right? And you say he's your friend. If he starts to like put sexual advances onto you, you're going to be less likely to be his friend. We're not. Exactly. That's how the reverse looks at it. A man looks at it, okay, this is potential to lead to some type of sexual contact or lead to something. Once he finds out that that's off the table, then you'll really see whether he really liked you, whether he really would study you or not. Or was it has to do with your sexuality or how you was sexually. If you take that off the table, you'll get a lot of real reactions. You get some real friends.
So this is a question that I have. How do you know he will not cheat, or will you know? Are there key words? Like, I'm just saying, give us some signs. Tell us some stuff like, that he's really into you. Like he really wants to be with you.
But hold on. But see, that's one of the issues though.
Okay.
Women really think that the man not into him just because he's cheating. That's not necessarily true. He can really, he can really feel something. I'm just telling you what it is. He can really feel something for you, and just have an issue or just want more. He can really feel something for you. Now, does he love you the way that the Bible tells to love? No. But at the same time, he can really love you and still cheat. So it's on him. That's the main thing you have to understand. It's not on you. It's nothing you can do or he could tell you to where, okay, I know this man's not going to cheat, because he could feel that way today. And then circumstances change 6 weeks from later. And now he's doing what he said he never would do. It's you can't put it on you. It's on the man. It's on him. Now, are there things that men do that you can see? Oh, yeah, now that's a sign that he probably cheat. If he's very sexual with you up front, like right away, then that's a sign that that might, he might just be into sex and he might not be he might not be able to get satisfied. If there's a guy and he you see him talk to a lot of women and you saw he was a player before, at work or whatever, and now you get with him and he's like, oh yeah, them days behind me. Okay. Okay. The best behavior is past behavior.
Oh,
my opinion. I say I'm not saying he can't be redeemed and he cannot change. Anyone can. But I'm just saying, if we talk about looking for signs, past behavior is a great sign to future behavior. Just to be safe. I'm just saying, just be vigilant.
Okay, I have another question. So any one of y'all can jump in and answer this question. So if your king has googly eyes and he's looking at other women, I mean, I'm just saying, if he's he's you're beautiful, you got your thing going on, and he's looking at other women like, I mean, because we know y'all men can look, but you know what? This is another thing. I'm gonna say this. Doggone it. Why would y'all men see a beautiful woman? Why y'all just can't look? Let me tell y'all something what a woman would do. We would look at another woman or man, and bam, we don't look at that man and that woman from front to back. We can tell you what kind of hair she has on, earrings, necklace, what kind of body shape she is. We're up and down. We done that within like 2 seconds. But y'all men, why y'all gotta look?
Because you putting us in a box. That's not true. We can look too in 2 seconds. It happens all the time.
Y'all can? Well, okay. Yeah. So if a man has googly eyes, if he's just looking,
then he disrespectful. He's disrespectful.
Okay, he's disrespectful. Okay, gotcha. Okay, well that's it. That's so.
When you say googly, but when you say googly eyes, you talking. If you talking about a stare, yeah, yeah. If a man look just like a woman look, wham, and then he don't look no more. It's all about your partner too now. If you got that partner don't even want you to look, because there's some women out there got some men don't want them to even look. Don't even do your 2 seconds. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about your partner. And it's also all about who you choose. Okay. See, so when women say, why do men cheat? You be like, how do you pick a cheating man? You can come back that way. The reason why, because we all human. But you got to realize that man had to show you a little bit of cheating stuff before you just probably felt you could change it. He ain't gonna do it to me. But but we can sit here and think of a million ways why men cheat. Mm-hmm. It's all gonna boil back to your spiritual, the spirit that's within you. So when you get women that are looking for a man, and they say, okay, I'm a woman of God, or I follow Christ, whatever, however. When you a spiritual woman, now you got to allow your spirit to hold you back until your spirit tells you that's the right one. Just cause your eyes and we done went out here and ate good meal, and he talk good, he look good, he's sexy, everything you want. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to slow the train down yourself now. You have to. You can't always just put it on the next person, just like a man. We can't always just put it on the next person. That's what Adam and Eve did, blame game. Mm-hmm. Eve said it was the serpent, Adam said the woman you gave. Played the blame game. So what we got to do is we got to realize the first person we need to blame is ourselves, if we not following our spirit. Because if we lay with somebody that will cheat on us and we say we following God, I think he might have told you before you got there.
Well, hold on now.
You know what I mean?
Because this.
What I mean by before you got there, before you gave yourself away to the point of where you're not listening to the spirit. It all starts with spiritual.
But there are some sly, predatory, slick people out here.
It started in the garden.
Right. No. What I'm saying is this.
This is what I'm saying. Because we're talking about why do men cheat. Now we talking about any man, then we can give you a million reasons.
Right.
But if we want to talk about all the men, we can tell you one reason. It's gotta start within his spirit.
Right. But to say but to try to put it on the women, like, yes. No, I'm
not putting it on the women. I'm saying men cheat because it's already they have control over their spirit. Right. But also when it comes down to when the women say, why do men cheat? You also got to look at this now, because we can't really just, because we can sit here all day and come up with all reasons. She ain't cooking, she ain't backing it up right, whatever. We can come up with all kinds of reasons. But let's just say that let's say this. And once you bring up this reason, it's really spiritual, because you're gonna think about this. Let's say you got a man sitting at the house right now, and he's with his wife. He's never cheated on his wife, blah, this, blah, or he used to be out there, but his spiritual probably changed. The first thing will come to his mind is just what I'm saying. A street brother will come to you in another way. Oh, she just want to give me everything I need.
Mhm.
The other type brother gonna come to you another way. So once we diagnose it as the spirit, then we come to. I can tell you that those are all reasons. But then what I would tell the women that's asking these questions and wanting to know is these are just physical reasons why they cheat. But if you put your spiritual being in front of that, it kind of changed the game a little better for you. I'm not saying you're not gonna fall to the tip.
Right. That's all I'm saying. Because I understand spiritually that women, they could discern and they could do, but then you got to understand this, right? There are men that were good, that were not cheaters, got married, and next thing you know, over the years, developed into cheaters. So then, is that still on the woman? No, that's not on her.
That goes back to the man. That's why I say it goes back to his
so she can have discernment, and it's like, okay, and I'm not saying you saying this. I'm just saying that women like this is what I'm saying, because women like the answer to this question as if they can do something to keep this from happening to them. And it's like, if you go down that rabbit hole, it's just like asking, oh, I'm a good man to my wife, why did she leave? Or listen, if she wanted to leave, and it didn't matter what you would have did, it don't matter how good of a woman you were. If it's in his heart to cheat, it's in his heart to cheat. Now there are signs to where a more likely man to cheat. Because if you're getting phone calls saying, hey, your man's cheating with me, and you're getting that phone call more than once, like, come on now. Yeah, and then you go marry him, like, come on now. Like there were signs. And a lot of times, like you said, there be signs. There be clear signs that God done gave you, that he done put you in position to save you. He done gave you these signs, and you just, hopefully when we get married, he's gonna turn into this person he's never been before. Like,
stop laughing, because we do think like that. Oh, we get married.
Voice tone. He did a good job on that.
Right, because you're going with hope. What you're going with is hope and not logic. Right. You're hoping that he's the one. You're not using your logic and your discernment that God gave you to test and see. So sometimes women don't even test because they know this dude ain't no good. They ain't know he not gonna pass the test. So they don't even give him the test. Because they know he's not gonna pass. So they say, nah, I'm not gonna test him in that area because I'm just gonna trust God. Trust God. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I have a question right here. We got a queen to ask the question. And King Isaac, we haven't heard from you in a minute, because listen, these kings, I'm just loving this. But I want you to see if you can answer this question. Why, when a man cheat, it's okay, but they can't take it when their wife or their partner cheat? See, that's why y'all better stop laughing. So this woman, God, she said, I have seen this happen in so many marriages and relationships that man cannot fathom another man touching and groping and holding. Okay, listen, I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, so
well, I'll be very brief. What I will say is that the woman is part of the man's ego.
Part of his ego.
Yes.
Okay.
And when you look at it biblically, Bible says that Sarah was calling Abraham her Lord. That means ownership.
Oh.
The men of God are making me to laugh here. So when a woman is when a man cheats, it seems as if it's okay. But when the lady cheats, it looks as if let the man's life be taken away from him.
What?
Because you just bruised his ego.
It's just ego. That's it. He's just fragile. He can't take it. It's his fragile ego.
It's like if you want to know the strength of the weakest man on earth, touch his wife.
Yes.
He will react
But
in a
his
way you
wife-
can't imagine. Yes.
And see, especially once he be done put in his mind, that's his. The rap.
Yes.
It's a wrap.
But why would he go out there and cheat and it's okay?
No, because
We feel the
he's not thinking about what's next. He's thinking about right now. It's the same reason why people gamble. I'm not thinking about losing the money. I'm thinking about winning. So once he cheats, he's not thinking about the consequences of his actions, or he wouldn't do it. He's not thinking that she could go and do this to him. He thinks about that after he's cheated. And then when he gets horny again, that goes out of his mind again. And then he thinks about it after he cheated again. That's why he'll come back to her and start bringing her flowers and start just being nicer to her. Like after he done cheat. Like a lot of men do that. They be nicer to the woman after they cheated on her because they feel guilty now. They feel very guilty. They didn't like that they did that. But they might do it again because they haven't healed what's inside. They have not dealt with what really is the issue, and it's them. They think it's the woman. It ain't the woman. It's you. It's you. You're
That's
never going to
right.
be satisfied.
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay. Next question that King Rockwell asks. Okay. She said, is there anything a woman can do to stop her man from cheating? Is there anything?
She can
Just
lock
lock
him
him.
up.
Just
She
lock
can
him
lock
in
him
the
up.
room.
She kill him. You kill him. I mean,
Not if he's a cheater. What you got to realize is this:
yeah.
when we say why the men cheat, you got to realize you got men that are cheaters. Like
Yes.
Rick said, when they wake up for the hunt.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? You got some men that do that. Then you got some men that I've seen some guys get caught up, and I mean really get caught up, and they be like, oh snap, and I got caught up.
Almost.
I should have done that, I done been around some guys like that, and then they don't do it no more.
Right.
Some of them haven't been caught, but they don't do it no more because they realize, man, I almost messed up. And it's just what's in that man and what's happening at that time. It's just like, a lot of people got to realize this. We have to realize this. Men already come out as if up in the takeover. We already come out like that. A true alpha male come out already. I'm up in the takeover, even as a child, even in school or whatever. You start in school and you build to wherever you're going and wherever you at. So when you get to the point where if that lustful spirit is your takeover spot, hey, you ain't finna stop him.
No.
You might can stop the guy that that ain't his thing.
But you're not stopping him though. He's stopping himself.
Right.
He's
He's
not
stopping.
stopping.
You know what I mean? With your face, he's stopping himself.
He's stopping himself.
If it's in a cheater, if he's a cheater,
The cheater, he gonna cheat.
you just don't. Like I said, and it's a lot of times it look like it get easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we don't even realize that sometimes, it's like, whoa, listen, everywhere you go, you see more women than you see men anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So if your spirit already about women, that's just like sitting me out on a boat and go fishing.
You said, oh, wait a minute, hold on, say that again, King Carson. What you just said?
I said, if it's more women than men anyway. So if you put a man in front of a whole bunch of women, it's almost like sending him out on a boat in the middle of the boat, just say go fishing. Because if he got that lustful, if he got that cheating spirit, because that's all you got to realize. Most of everywhere you go, there's more females there. Everybody say, "Oh, all the females in church." No, they everywhere.
Nah, everywhere.
They everywhere. It's. I think if I'm not mistaken, right now in the United States, I think it's like 12 to 15 women to one man.
Well, the numbers, it's about available men and available women, because you have to understand that there are more women that are bisexual than there are men that are openly bisexual. So there are a lot of gay men that don't even want women. Then there are a lot of incarcerated men, and then it depends on the demographic of men that you want. Because if you want a black man and you want him to be saved, like now your odds then went to 1 versus 50, and so now you're meeting that one guy, he has 50 options. You really like there's a lot of temptation for that man. Now, if he's really in God, now then that one man is saved, that don't mean that he's delivered or he's firm in anything just because he's saved. So then you got to get to that percentage. So that percentage even goes lower. So
oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's
yeah, it looking too good, but the home team. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! I didn't realize this thing here goes this deep. Oh my goodness, y'all make that bring
it always come to numbers though.
Yeah,
it always gonna come to the numbers. And then if you got and you let's say like if you got the number of men that don't really want a woman, but I play that role because I know that's what she's looking for, and you just grab you a cheater.
Yeah, you just grab you. Yeah, you settle for a guy that. Because those numbers are so low, that's why so many women are finding these dudes because they're available. Like, okay, I gotta grab him because somebody else go get him, but he's available because he's a cheater. He's a cheater, or But to be honest, though, a lot of women, because of especially saved women, because they put themselves in such a box, they make themselves very easy to prey on. They make themselves very easy to prey on. They put in their profile, oh, I love God. God first, God first. So this man see that, and he's a predator. And so he says, okay, I'm going to be godly. Hey, everything. Hey, thank you. Hey, good morning, sister. God bless you. How was your? And now you thinking that he's really for God. And in his mind, he do feel for God because he like, yeah, this woman is really leading me to God. But he only doing it for the woman. So now he done got her. And that guy go out the window because it wasn't genuine. It wasn't genuine for God. It was for the woman. So it's It's,
I just sorry. I don't know if I can just add something before we move to the next. There was a question that what can we do to stop a cheater from cheating? I don't know. I think somebody asked that question, and I like to be very pragmatic. The question is, if you have a sibling who cheats, is there a solution to that? I believe yes. I believe somebody who cheats can be helped. You see, one of the problems we have is most marriages these days don't have a good foundation. Most people don't have somebody they are accountable to who can call them to order. That's one of the problems my generation has. We don't have people that, I'm talking of my generation. I don't know the generation you belong to. But my generation, we don't really have people that we are accountable to. And we just think we can just do things on our own. So when issues like this happen, what I think is the stronger partner can help the weaker partner. That is my thinking, and the stronger partner can help the weaker partner because yes, I feel that change is possible.
Well, would you say? No,
yes, I have a question for you. I'm going to conclude. Okay. However, we should have. You see, one of the problems we have in marriage these days is our foundation. Because I have a quote. I say, if you allow emotion to lead you into motion, you will have an accidental locomotion.
Say the last part again.
If you allow emotion to lead you into motion, you have a wrong locomotion. What that means, in essence, is this: don't allow your feelings to drive you into getting married. No. Because most people marry based on feelings. Most people marry based on feelings. They don't marry because, and I keep hearing some preachers today saying that since the day Adam began to complain that the woman you gave me was the one who made me sin, God has never chosen for anybody. I think is somehow wrong. I believe God still directs, I believe God still leads. I believe God still chooses. But a scripture says, watch and pray. It means while praying, be observant. While praying, be observant. So back to the question, a cheat can be helped in several ways. One of the ways is to have communication. What are the things that you see? Because some of the the unfortunate thing is when you see some men cheating, and you see some of the side chicks that one the king, the other king called it. Their wives are more beautiful than those side chicks most of the time. I don't know if you've observed that critically. But there is something there are things. It's not just a matter of prayer. There needs to be a roundtable discussion to discuss the reason. There is no effect without a cause. So they sit down and do that. Then get somebody, because let's not spiritualize deliverance. Oh Lord, deliver me from the spirit of cheating. No, there is a psychological aspect of that. It is not automatic. Let me tell you, it's just like somebody who is into drug addiction. It is not only prayer that solves that problem. The person has to seek for counseling. Myself, by the grace of God, myself, when I was having an issue, I had to seek for the help of a therapist.
Yes.
As a man of God.
Mm-hmm.
But these days, the anointing covers it, the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit is going to. No, there's a psychological aspect for that. And please let me just run through this. One of our my friend just came in and she asked a question, and I don't want to forget some of the things. Why do some men neglect their wives' wisdom? Sometimes what we call neglect may be a period where men don't just take decision. Women are very emotional. They take decision based on emotion. But men are logical. They want to see the pros and cons of the decision. So it's not that they are neglecting outrightly. Sometimes they just need time to process this. And this is where a man needs to understand the makeup of a woman, and a woman needs to understand the makeup of a man. For example, I'll give you an instance. If Abraham had told Sarah that he wants to go and sacrifice Isaac, what do you think Sarah would say?
You must have lost your mind. What God? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me pray about it, because God ain't told me that. Taking my baby. Well, yeah, he probably.
So most times it's not really a neglect. It's just trying to process the pros and cons. And if we can be patient with our men, because we need to learn patience. I'm sorry, I need to bring that virtue in now. Patience is very important.
Yeah, but come on now. Some dudes really don't like listening to their lady. Some dudes really feel emasculated when a woman says something. And I've seen situations where men, they're married men, and their woman is giving them sound advice. And they are literally going out and going against that woman simply because she's smarter than him, simply because it emasculates him. It makes him feel small to have his woman tell him to do something. And that's an issue of pride on that guy. He'll literally
I agree. Yes, I agree with you. But I'll also give you, because I work amongst youth also. You see, your mode of presentation matters. Okay? Because we are equal as human beings, but in terms of placement, we are not equal in the marriage. And we need to get this concept. And I'm speaking from biblical perspective.
You mean so we're not equal in the eyes of the Lord?
Sometimes when you want to give some wisdom, you can say it in a way, I am suggesting that we can do it this way, than insisting. You see, I don't know. That's why, because I'm trying. I think this is my first time on this show, and I'm trying to balance the spiritual and the sociological perspective, because there is a rivalry between the sociological perspective in marriage and the spiritual perspective. But as children of God, there is order. There is order. There is order. We must understand that God is a God of order. And where there is disorderliness, there will be problem. There will be disagreement. So when it comes to your dispensing wisdom, still have that submissive posture. And if the man is of God, I can bet you it's going to work out. I can bet you. Except it's not of God. But if you want to impose it on him, I can tell you, even the best of men of God, if you try, you see, and I begin to learn from some of the God's generals, and I begin to see some of them while their marriage succeeded. One of the problems we have in this generation is that we know too much, that we even discard the principles of the Bible, the principles of the kingdom. So I think if we can understand certain issues, like the posture you use to communicate your ideas matters a lot. So when you go that way and the man still decides to be masculine, I mean, what English did you use now? Because there was a word you used there to show his masculine nature, okay? Then you will have known that you have done your part. It's just that this man has low self-esteem. And that is why I always tell people these days, marry your size. Okay? Marry your size. Marry your size. When I mean marry your size, for example, please don't crucify me. The way Queen is looking at me, please don't crucify me. When I mean marry your size, look at your status. For example, in Nigeria, there are artisans, people who do menial job. And look at somebody is doing menial job, you are a PhD holder. Do you reason at the same level?
Yeah. I do think. I don't think a person's occupation decides how they reason. The Bible, yes. if we're even looking at spiritual, God did not call Paul was a scholar, but the rest of the disciples, they weren't scholars, they were fishermen. Like, God uses the people that we take as menial and gives them wisdom. Like, wisdom is not something that the PhD holder, and no, they could be compatible as well, because that person that doesn't hold the PhD, they may have a certain intellect and wisdom that the PhD holder doesn't have. Because
Yes, I agree with you. I'm just giving an inference. You see, you just mentioned the Paul and you see, Peter was with Jesus, but there was a time in the scriptures, I can't remember, Paul did not have an encounter with Jesus physically. He rebuked Peter, because the education plays a lot of role. We can't take that away. I know there are foolish educated people, but the essence of education is not to acquire certificates or certifications. The essence of education is to broaden our horizon. I want to believe that every speaker who came here must have done one form of research or the other. And your understanding of some of these things, you see, the role that Paul the Apostle made he wrote 3/4 of the New Testament. 2/3 of the New Testament. Why? And there are some people that Peter could not reach in scriptures.
But Jesus wasn't a scholar as well, though. Like, if we go there,
Jesus is all knowing.
He wasn't a scholar, though.
Jesus is all knowing, and he's God in human flesh.
Well, okay. Well, I want to move on to the next question, because this is a good one. This is great. This is good. But the next question is, what should men do when faced with temptation from a woman? Like, this woman is beautiful, she's sexy, she's fine, everything popping. She got that, I don't know what the sizes are when she got the the shape and all that
That
stuff.
don't matter.
Everything
That
looks
don't matter.
like, okay. Oh well, if you're at work and she's your secretary, and
That-
she's not really popping, but she has the personality, and she's coming on to things like
that
that.
matters.
And you're stimulated mentally, and that there's some type of chemistry there, because it's chemistry. You married, and you just know there's chemistry between you and your secretary or another female, and when the temptation comes, and there's chemistry, what can you do? What would be something that you all can say to help you all, to not fall into that temptation? Because I'm telling you something about women. When we want something, y'all think y'all are aggressive. Get with the woman that wants something. We are relentless.
Yeah.
And we will pull out stops, tricks, anything you can think of. Manipulation, we got on a whole nother level when we want something, but we just try to be nice. But I'm telling you something. It's the women we got some y'all men ain't got. Y'all think, okay, I'm gonna stop right there because I don't want to tell y'all too much. I'm just saying. So, what should men do when faced with temptation from women?
Well,
a cheater?
a cheat? Yeah. What we talking about? Any man? We talking about any man? We talking about the cheat? Which man we talking about?
He's a good man trying to do the right thing. And
he'll be all right. He'll be all right. There's temptation for a man every day, every way. We go to the grocery store, there's temptation. We go anywhere, there's temptation. If you're not a good man, you fall for that temptation. That's simple as it is. She could be your secretary. That don't mean that you gotta. Now I will say this: if you know that you're lusting after somebody and you know that you're attracted to them, I say tell your spouse.
Right.
Tell your spouse, hold you accountable. Be
wow.
transparent with your spouse. Say, hey, look, I had this feeling about this person, and your spouse will get it done. She'll say, well, huh? and she'll tell you the options that you're supposed to have to get stuff handled.
Have no feelings.
And listen, we'll
You
wrap it
got
up.
somebody just let them, especially if it's now if you in the grocery store, you kill that by I got somebody. But
Right.
if I'm on the job,
Come
you
on,
kill
man.
that by hey, look here, man, I'm
married.
I'm married, and you know I'm married because we
You
working.
know I'm
You
married.
know
Don't
my
disrespect me.
What does you being married have to do with me?
What this
Oh,
is
no.
That's the
I
first thing-
control
that's
me.
the first thing you
I
do.
control me. I
Then
don't
you
care
tell
what
your
you do.
spouse.
Yeah.
If your spouse come on the job, we're gonna try to keep.
Yeah.
We're
We
gonna let her come on the job.
Listen, you said let her come on the job, let your spouse come on the job.
What I mean by come on the job is like like they have a luncheon. Bring my
Yes.
spouse. Okay, and to do this the woman I spoke to you about, baby.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We can get our dealings at the house on how we gonna do it, but we're gonna make it
Exactly.
closer. See, the thing about it is when you dealing in a relationship, the first thing you got to do is if he's a cheat man, he ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Yeah, he's not gonna tell you.
But for any man that don't want these problems,
He's gonna tell you.
Right.
this is the way I would have it.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna let her know while we're in the house. This how we gonna play this. So don't get her hot, don't get upset. But then if anything go down, blah, blah, this how you build your relationship with your spouse.
Yes.
But your spouse gotta have a cool, calm head as well as you. You know what I mean? So that's how you do that. Women are starving. Now I know you got them women that's relentless, but they gonna stop.
They're gonna stop.
If you really want them to stop, they will. See, most women, if you think relentless, they not relentless. That man just letting them know I'm still over weak. They just get relentless because they tired of waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cause a woman that's not wanted and a man showing her, I don't want you. Then most women are gonna say, all right, you bougie, you acting. Don't get me wrong. There's some women that definitely will, but if a man shows you that he's interested in somebody else to a certain extent, that kind of turn most women off. That turn most of them like, all right, yeah. Especially when they see that you married, that you really into your relationship. Like,
and see what really kills them, just like what you said, King Ricky. When you could just be trying it right now, practicing it. And then you don't now as you practice this and these women back up, the man confidence is even more better now because now he realizing that this gate I'm putting up, I'm gonna make sure don't nobody see through. But it's got to be in the mentality of the man that want to do that. Now we're talking about a cheat man.
Right.
I like to tell the woman, hey,
Mm.
But if you talking about a man that may be trying,
Honest man, yeah.
you know, it's some men I done seen get caught up in a situation and they was really trying to dodge it and everything, but they got caught. But it wasn't nothing bad happened afterwards. It was a rift. It made a rift, and because you know, like you have one of those aggressive women. But you know, you don't find that too tough. That when a man really show a woman, I ain't fooling with you. That woman, like I'm like, Ricky, then she'll back up. She'll be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You got to kind of keep that door cracked.
Yeah, because from my perspective, if a woman came up to me, and this has happened, they interested. You could tell they're interested. You're not stupid. You could tell the woman's interested. The first thing I'm bringing up is my wife. The first thing I'm bringing up. We talking about cake. I'm like, oh, my wife bakes. We talking about peanuts. My wife loves peanut butter. My wife loves peanut butter. Oh, we're talking about birthday cakes. Oh, my wife's birthday is this month. Oh, we talking about gold. Oh, my wife loves gold rings. Like it is everything is. She gonna be like, all right, nigga, all right.
Yeah, let me get out your way. You know, you stuck on her. You know, and that's true.
You all right.
That's true.
Okay. So I do have some of them. They said run. So we have some women. They say run.
But you may work with her. You go run, and you got to clock in tomorrow. What you gonna do? You got to fight. Sometimes you got to stand and fight.
So you have to stand. Okay. And I had he said pray.
That's the birthday.
No pray.
Pastor said he said pray, and he said,
but definitely
to your wife. Yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you now.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir, yes, sir, you can.
Yes, I think we should set. I mean, another thing is, people should know what you stand for.
Yes.
Once people know what you stand for, that will also help.
Yes.
As a safeguard. Then we also need to set boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Boundaries are very important for every relationship. If you are my secretary, your job is to do your secretarial work.
Oh, I know that's right.
So just like when you get an employment, you are being given a job description. You are my secretary, do the secretarial work, and that is, don't bring romance into a formal work. Then, because another thing is opening up to your spouse, because sin works with secrecy. Sin works with secrecy. Most things that blew up eventually started as secret sin. So once something like that is going on, you need to put all these safeguards, boundaries, informing your spouse, and the person should know what you stand. If you are just if the man is just somebody who falls for everything, of course you will attract those kind of. But somebody knows that you stand for righteousness, you stand for honesty. Before they make that attempt, it's going to be very. I mean, the person may not fly on the person. But when we don't know what you stand for, of course, we'll try to see. I mean, if we can get at you.
Okay, y'all. This has been so good. I hadn't even gotten out to the questions because we started getting on to the comments and the questions these queens have had. And this has been so good. This has been real good. Y'all kings really laid out different perspectives, and just like you said, King Atari, you really brought out some good points from. That's why we have to know people's lifestyle and where their culture, because things are different from where we are. And I mean, it's just beautiful, because I know right now, King, it's probably like 3 o'clock, close to that time. King Atari, it's like 3 a.m. near your time, and things like that. Yes. So I know you need to get your rest and things like that. And I don't know what your day is like, but I want to tell you thank you for your time, because you really made a sacrifice this morning to be with us at 3 o'clock in the morning, for you to still be in your right mind, because at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, I'm just saying. So for you to come and be with us and still speak and talk with us from, you said Nigeria,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Nigeria. Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
I'm honored. I'm honored.
Yes, it's been a whole blessing for us to have you with us on the show. And so someone said something. I want to go back to him. Pastor said something, and it was something about the dogs. Okay, he said
that was good.
dogs will chase the runner
Mm-hmm.
more than the one who stood their ground.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if you as a man, so we as women, we're saying run, because that would be our thing. Because our thing for a woman, we'll run. We're like, no,
But see, that's yeah. For a man, as a man, a woman will respect a man that stands up for himself and stand up for what he believes.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
And a man that runs, that's showing some type of weakness. That shows, oh, he almost there. So let's see here. Let's see, because like you said, a predator, like the predatory instinct of a predator is when you turn your back and run, they're to chase you. That puts the predatory instinct into that person.
Right.
So you stand your ground. You let a person know what's up. Like, no, I don't. I wouldn't even hug at work. Like women, I would give pound. Hey, how you doing? Boop.
Okay.
Because I don't want that temptation to fall on me.
Right.
Because you got to understand yourself as a man.
Right.
You got to understand yourself and how you carry yourself as a man. So you don't even put yourself in certain situations. If you know that that you the only two in the break room, bro, leave the break room. Like bro, go find you somewhere else to eat. Like, you're the only two in the break room. Y'all sitting across from each other, and you got some type of, come on now, don't go find you a break room.
Y'all, I don't know, queens. Y'all gonna have to help me with this one, queens. So I'm gonna say this. Queen, if your husband tells you that the secretary is someone on his job was trying to hit on him, and you have access to get to that job to meet the lady, or just because we want to know. Let me tell you what some of us women gonna do. We're not gonna act up. We ain't gonna act up. We're not gonna do that. But baby, we finna get real fine. We finna get real cute. Baby, I want you to know who we got. Because baby, you must be mistaken. Because you must not know who I am. I'm gonna introduce myself. Hey, how are you? And I'm gonna smile and look. And I'm gonna make sure before I leave, I give my king a good old kiss. I'm here to tell you. I'm gonna make sure I feed him. I'm gonna make sure I look good. And this not just gonna be for her. It's gonna be for every last one of them who've been looking at him. Baby. Because understand this, he got him a good one. Not a good one, but a good one. Okay.
But y'all should do that anyway, even if he not that good looking. Make me feel like I'm good looking. Make me feel like people want.
You know what I'm saying? But we really gonna bring it then. We gonna ramp it up. We're gonna take it to a whole nother level.
But see, I think that's an issue though, because I think that type of effort, just because there's competition, that shows that you only did that because you think there's a threat. I think that women should think of their man as, okay, there's always that threat because he goes everywhere and there's temptation. So if you have to think of him, I'm not saying that you can't be normal or not, but think about he want to see his lady look good, not just when it's competition.
Okay, but what I'm saying is from a woman's perspective, from a female, we already know that, but we're going to ramp it up to another level. We're going to take it to another degree. We're going to take it. I mean, you're going to be like, well, my goodness. And when we walk away, that walk going to say it all. Because we're going to let you know, you got him. Because, baby, at the end of the day, he's still coming home to all this. Mm-hmm. Just in case you didn't know. Okay. So, I mean, but it's just a woman thing. I'm just saying, y'all kings, just in case y'all don't know, but that's how we do it. We can be a little petty, I guess. Is that what you want to call it? But if you give us an opportunity to come on the job and we can do that and y'all open that up to us, we're gonna be, I don't know if you want to call it messy or whatever, but we like that. We're women are like that.
Yeah.
Because, it's just one of those things. But if you opened up for us to come, it'll be more that we'll actually do for you. If we're able to come on your job and there's a break, we'll accommodate you for your break as well. If you let us know we got 15 minutes. We'll wipe you up for 15 minutes and go home and leave you happy. Okay, but anyway, but that's just, That's for the married couples. I'm just saying we can be something else. I'm just saying I just want to leave that with you all because women we can be like that. And so the Bible said to resist the devil, he will flee. Sometimes it's best to get out of the situation. Yes, yes, and yes, yes. And so, Kings, y'all have done a wonderful job. Thank you all so much for your time. I do have a quick commercial that I do want to bring forth. This woman of God, this is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. She's really come in and really have some items that she would like to share and things like that. So I do want to do this commercial that she sent to me for me to show it to you all who are listening and things like that. And it's from Breastless Beauty. Y'all look her up, Breastless Beauty. So I'm gonna show this real quick, and then we're gonna come back on, and then we're gonna get ready to close out in just a minute. Hold on one second. And that's the Breastless Beauty. Miss Briggs, Norva Briggs, Breastless Beauty. So if y'all have not looked her up, look her up on Facebook. Check out her Facebook page, because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we want to bring awareness to women that have experienced breast cancer or cancer in any way, even for the men as well, that we are out here and we are definitely here to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so, Kings, this has been beautiful. I have enjoyed you all. Like y'all have set the bar high. Y'all have given us women something to really, really think about, and I'm excited. I mean, yeah, y'all. So, if y'all have not, for those who are out here that are listening, y'all tune in. If y'all will go and follow these kings, follow them. They're doing some really great things. King Ricky, he has a show that he does on Zoom. Him and his wife, they go on Zoom and they have really candid conversations, and it's real talk.
We're not married.
No, y'all not married. Well, his lady friend, thank you for that. But they really come on and they have good conversation, and I just absolutely love it. And there's other things he's doing. So King, I'm gonna pass it to you. Is there anything that you're doing that you would like to present on tonight before we close out?
Yes. You can get in contact with me on my Facebook page, Ricky Nelson Jr. Look me up or whatnot. We do a Zoom on Tuesdays where we discuss, different topics and whatnot, just to let your hair down so that we could just talk about it. Just talk about different things that happen inside our communities and inside the Christian faith and whatnot. Because sometimes, the church setting isn't the proper place. Sometimes with people that aren't saved isn't the proper place. But this is a place where we can just talk.
Absolutely. And I have been on this a few times and I have enjoyed it. And it has been therapeutic just to get out and not and knowing that we're not the only ones.
Yes.
So it's not right or wrong. It's just your experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's really good. Thank you for that, King. King Isaac, is there anything you would like to share? Anything that you are doing? Any upcoming events? Anything that you will like to share with us on tonight? King Isaac.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much once again for the privilege. By the grace of God, we run a ministry we call the Lord's Key Ministry. And we are into outreaches. And the aim of doing those outreaches is to win souls. So we use worship experiences, concerts as our strategy. And we also run some master classes for young people in the areas of leadership and discipleship to become Christ-like people who will bring transformation to their world. For now, we don't have any event coming up soon, but as soon as any event comes up, it's going to be posted on my page for people to access.
Amen. Thank you for that, King. Y'all have a powerful prayer group where y'all do prayer, y'all do words of encouragement on WhatsApp. Yes, I have been exposed to that too, and it's every day I see y'all posting and things like that. Y'all communicate very well, and I love it. I love it. It's great. It's great. King Carlton, can you tell us what you're doing and any upcoming events, and how can we follow you?
Well, right now I can be followed on Instagram, Speaking the Real Podcast. I can be followed on Facebook, Speaking the Real Podcast, Carlton Clarity. Mostly I do everything on Speaking the Real Podcast on Facebook. Right now, I actually, Queen, I ain't got a new job, so I've been actually work for the railroad. But I've just got my studio back up and running almost right now. You see, my son had to come in and help me tonight, but I still do my body oils. I still do my black soap with my business, Imperial Essentials. I still have the record label with my kids, and I also have my Speaking the Real podcast. We normally around November and Christmas we do a feed the homeless. Me, my nephew Derek, we do a feed the homeless. So I'm trying to work on that now. By me being on 24-hour call, it's kind of hard for me to set a time. But I'm gonna set up a Saturday and just take those days off so we can feed the homeless, and then kind of reach out to some people. And me and my son, we also gonna get out and do some things for the kids and whatnot. And so I still do stop the violence, backs up, guns down. It's we do the breast cancer awareness with Unique Riders here as well. So there's a lot of things we're doing, but with this new job, I just been kind of fluctuating. But Queen, I gotta get with you on the feed the homeless, because I want you to be involved in that what we do this year. So
Okay.
when I get a exact date, I'll let you know. I'll get with Derek and we're gonna get an exact date. But I want you to be involved in that one and see how we do with that as well. And I have my podcast and everything set up out there for that.
Thank you. Definitely let me know when you are ready. See, y'all queens, y'all see, didn't y'all enjoy these kings on tonight? Y'all make sure y'all share this live. Make sure y'all share it. This has been such a blessing for me, and I'm excited. Y'all, we're gonna come back on November 1st. So y'all listen, I'm telling you all, they have set the bar so high. It's like, well, what are the other kings going to talk about? Well, you just never know, because we do have another episode November 1st, which is on a Friday at 8:30. We did go over our time on tonight. I want to apologize to you all. It just got real good. So, and I didn't want to stop it right there. And it's just been therapeutic for all of us. And I have the mother, the church mother, Amelia. She came in. She was talking. Pastor Darrell Shanks, he's came in. Mary, Coach Mary came in. First Lady Patricia Robinson came in. My blood sister, my queen, my sister Katana Brown came in. We had Raquel, she came in. Listen, that queen, but she asked some really good questions. And we had, is it Monisha Johnson? She came and she had some really good information for us. Cedric, Prophet Cedric came in. Hey, King. Jefferia Sanders. Oh, I love this woman of God. She came in as well. And I'm just telling y'all, some of the people, Dr. Gore, she was, oh my goodness, she was just listening, tuning in. She enjoyed it. And Cherie, Cherie Amby, y'all, you know her, a woman of God, love her. Okay. And all the other queens that came in, Denisha Anderson. Hey, queen, how are you? We want to make sure y'all come back on next, Raquel, yes. Make sure y'all come back next, not next Friday, but the Friday after, on November 1st at 8:30 p.m. We're gonna have 3 more sets of kings that's gonna come in and give their perspective as well. Queen Ernestine came into the room. Hey, Queen Tiffany, to Queen Takeo, prophetess Takeo came in. Tiffany and the other queen. So Queen Tiffany and Queen Keisha, they were the ones that came up with the topic, and so they're helping me behind the scenes. And so I want to give that shout out to them. Well, kings, this is it for us. I have enjoyed you all thoroughly, and I thank you all for your time. And y'all know I'll message y'all after tomorrow, something like that. I want to bother y'all tonight because y'all got to go to sleep. So I love you all, and thank you all so much. Kings and queens, don't forget to follow them, and don't forget to go on my YouTube page and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to YouTube channel. Okay, I love you all so much. Oh, and don't forget, we have a Newbeing NBQ magazine that's coming out. If you are interested in getting into our global magazine, it is a good magazine, nice Global Magazine. Get inside. Hit me up on newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com. I'll get the information. Just say I'm interested in the magazine opportunity. Okay. All right. That's it for now. I love you all so much. Y'all take care of yourself. See you later, Kings. I love you all. Take care. Peace and blessings.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome to Newbeing Queen Talk Show, where we share our truths, tell our stories, and discuss our journey while inspire others to be who God has called them to be unapologetically. Allow us to introduce the amazing host, Queen Yolanda.